First and foremost, I want to say thank you to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If it wasn't for him, this would not be possible. Low Nose Boxing. Hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Tonight, I definitely would have to say that this is the most impressive performance in the young career of Edgar Berlanga. Shout out to Edgar Berlanga. He did good tonight. He did show some improvement. Now Edgar Berlanga is a fighter who had a lot of momentum at one point. He had 16 wins, 16 knockouts, all first round knockouts. Edgar Berlanga is a fighter that has the hip hop following, the reggaeton following, the Puerto Rican following, right? But somewhere after them 16 wins, them 16 knockouts, because he's still undefeated, Edgar Berlanga's momentum kind of like fizzled out a little bit. People started questioning how serious he is about the sport of boxing, his dedication. Even I was kind of questioning that, right? I've been a little critical on Edgar Berlanga, and it's only because I want to see Puerto Rican fighters thrive. Puerto Rico hasn't had a real superstar since Miguel Cotto. Of course, we had Danny Garcia, who's an American Puerto Rican, Philly Rican, Shakur Stevenson, half Moreno Americano, half Puerto Rican, but we haven't had a Puerto Rican from the island in quite some time. Subriel Matias looks like he may be the goods, and he's starting to talk heavy. He's showing charisma, but Edgar Berlanga is the fighter that really has a lot of star power. Edgar Berlanga showed improvement tonight. He showed poise. He showed improved defense, his head movement, and on the inside, he wasn't smothering his work. When he was on the inside, I like how Edgar Berlanga was bending his knees and getting good leverage on his body punches. Kind of remind me of Miguel Cotto in there, minus the jab. Speaking of the jab, that's something that I would like to see Edgar Berlanga use more. He started using that later in the fight, because at first he was only using the jab to set up the right hand. But sometimes when you're not even using the jab to set you up for anything, just keep the jab in his face. I would like to see Edgar Berlanga do that. He showed good power. He showed he's a very good finisher. And Edgar Berlanga is a decorated amateur. I always said Edgar Berlanga can box. He's done it in the amateurs. In the pros, he kind of fell in love with his power. But I did see improvement with Edgar Berlanga. Edgar Berlanga's at 168 pounds, though. His contemporaries are guys like David Morrell, David Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez, Jamal Charlo, Big Charlo, right? So, Caleb Plant. And it's going to be difficult for him to be a champion right now because he's in a stacked division. And Edgar Berlanga is not a fighter that, he's not a fast track type of fighter, right? He's the type of fighter that you got to take your time. You got to build him up gradually. You got to match him properly. Some fighters are meant to be fast track, like Andy Cruz, for instance, who fought tonight. He looked like he's ready for the top dogs, right? Lomachenko was fast track. Keyshawn Davis is being fast tracked. Teofimo has been fast tracked. But just because a fighter is not fast tracked doesn't mean that a fighter is not going to be a world champion. Doesn't take away from that fighter at all. Some people you just have to take your time with. Speaking of fast track, we have another Puerto Rican fighter on the rise. Xander Zayas, he's not being fast tracked. They building him up gradually, right? Edgar Berlanga, I would like to see him against somebody like a fellow Puerto Rican from Philly, Gabe Rosado. I would like to see Berlanga against Gabe Rosado, or I would like to see him against one of the Durrell brothers, a nice veteran, somebody with a name, a former world champion. And like I said, man, Edgar Berlanga, shout out to him. This was the best performance that I've seen in Edgar Berlanga. I'm impressed with what I saw, and I would like to see more of it, more improvement. Maybe being in Florida is a benefit to him. You know, it keeps him away from distractions in New York. Anyway, I just wanted to touch up on the fight. I wanted to give you my point of view on Edgar Berlanga's performance. He did look sharp tonight. And with that being said, hit the like button, share the video, leave a comment, subscribe. Low Nose Boxing, because low nose boxing. I'm out.